Shalom. First and foremost, honor of all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who ruled well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and the 1/3 remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth. To you, we say shalom, Lord willing. This video is edifying. Is going to be sitting around what you see on the screen. It's an article by CashmireObserver.net. CashmireObserver.net. And the name of the article is entitled, Iran Raises Red Flag of Revenge. Right? And if you don't know, what you should know, but now you're gonna know, that the tensions are very, very high internationally, right? There's a lot of different conflicts that's taking place in these different regions, which are powder kegs that are, just waiting to be ignited and to go off and to thrust the world into chaos and into a time that's never been seen before on Earth. Very, very critical times in which we're in. In the end of days, right? Because that's where we stand, man. We only got a few things, few prophecies left to go before, we could expect the arrival of our King, Yahweh Shai, right? Tehran, minutes after Iran's supreme leader promised a harsh punishment for Israel in retaliation for the assassination of Palestinian leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran on Wednesday, a symbolic red flag was hoisted atop a major mosque in the holy city of Qom. The flag has been raised for the 6th time in Iran's history. So I guess whenever this flag is raised, they mean business, and we know that Iran, is going to be a key player in, this next great conflict, this next great third world's war, the final world war, right? The final act. All right, Iran is going to be a major player along with Israel, and they're directly at conflict, right now. Well, directly, indirect. It's a lot of covert proxy, operations going on. But, if you know, man. If you in the know, then you know what's going on. Okay. But if you, halfway, right, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you'll be lost. All right. Not really understanding how dire the situation is. Any day now, something could go down, and we'll be looking at another world in a flash of a second, in a blinking of an eye. Right. The last time the flag appeared on the eve of Iran's unprecedented missile and drone attack on Israel in April this year, Iranian leader Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei earlier had promised harsh punishment for Israel in retaliation for the killing of Hamas political leader. And, we know what happened when they raised the flag. They shot, hundreds of drones and rockets, and they promised that next time it would be worse, right? The criminal record, or the criminal and Zionist terrorist Zionist The criminal and terrorist Zionist regime martyred our dear leader, or our dear guest, in our house and made us bereaved, Ayatollah Khomeini said in a statement on Wednesday, adding that it also prepared the ground for a harsh punishment for itself. And he said it was Iran's duty to avenge the assassination of Hanai, who was in the Iranian capital for the inauguration of President Masoud Pezeshkian. And, who and a former president of Iran was assassinated. They won't necessarily say it outright because it was done, it was done by other means, it's plausible deniability, right? He died in a helicopter crash, but, they killed Kobe the same way, so we know that who was responsible for that. It was those small hat rats, right? But we're witnessing prophecy really unveil. Okay, the scriptures are being unveiled across the world, man. They're taking hold. These scriptures are taking hold on the world. All right, this is Matthew 24 and 6, Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. See, there, and that's what we're hearing about, wars and rumors of wars. Is you look across the world, and this is all that you're privy to, right? It's all that you're privy to. Different events, right? Different conflicts, whether it's in Europe, whether it's in Africa, whether it's in, the South China Seas, right? The Middle East, wherever you look around, there's dramatics and there's conflict, right? These are not, these are telltale signs of something major getting ready to take place. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, and wars contribute to things like pestilences and famines and earthquakes and, these different things, man. Collapses of economies, right? These things all, they're all synchronized. Okay. They're all linked. All right. And people are about to start really seeing that because, simple ass Americans, right? They don't see it. Okay. They don't even know the difference between the X and the Y chromosome, or X and Y chromosomes and XX chromosomes. People here are fucking retarded, right? They have no, critical thinking ability, right? So they're not gonna see it until it's here, right? They ain't gonna see it until it's in their face. This is Revelations 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, and this is all leading to that third woe. Okay, these what's been with that assassination represents is an escalation in whatever conflict, whatever the conflict was, whatever the disagreement was. Now there is no ceasefire. There is no talk of peace. There is no resolution that's not involving war. Okay. Some guy, man, he made the comment. He said, the fastest way to peace is through war, right? The way we get peace in the Middle East is through war, and he's not lying. Okay, but this war, he didn't know is going to end all world. It's like all wars. I don't know what's going on this morning, but this war is not going to be as the other ones, right? This war is gonna cement the fate of Esau Edom. Okay, and it's gonna catapult the nation of Israel to its rightful place at being the top of all these nations, and we're gonna be made and sat on the thrones of kings, man. Right? That's what it entails for our people. That's why we praying and we praying and we cheering on these different catastrophes and tensions and conflicts. We hoping that it escalates, right? Because it means good for us. This is Jeremiah 50:45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of Yahweh Shemel Shah that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. And that's talking about Israel. Okay. The land of Israel will be nuked, man. It's not gonna the land of Israel ain't just gonna be hit with a couple Scud missiles and stuff like that. No, it's gonna be obliterated, but it will be it's gonna be cleansed through the destruction that it endures, right? Unlike America's not going to be cleansed. Okay. It's not going to regrow. All right. It's going to be a monument for forever of, what happens to those that live unrighteously. Right. And celebrate wickedness. But the land of Israel will be, it's going to be brought back into its fertility, right? At the noise of the talk of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations, because it's going to be when America gets nuked and obliterated, it's going to be unlike anything that's ever been experienced on earth. The whole earth is going to shake. Foundations will be moved. I mean, could you imagine? Man? Just an earthquake in just one place is, it collapses buildings, everything, shaking, and, people are afraid. So just imagine the whole earth, man. And then at the same time, you're going to have, Yahushua make his return, right? During all of this. It's about to get epic, man. We're entering into like the climax of the movie type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is where it's about to, the plot twist is about to happen. And, this is the best part. And we, the Wadi Halbashi Shah, we get to witness this, Lord will. We get to endure this and witness it on the right hand side, and not be having to witness it on the left hand side, because this is it's gonna get ugly. This is 2nd Ezra 15:28. Behold, a horrible vision, the appearance thereof from the east, right? Because is that area, that region not called the Middle East, right? So the prophet Ezra is seeing a vision of the future of what's to come, right? where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Because those different Arab nations, what this is, what Israel is doing, by, bombing Gaza and invading it, and, taking out kids and women, and, they're pretty brutal in their tactics, man, and unapologetic about it. That is uniting these different Arab nations, man. All right. And they're angry. Okay. And they're going to all unite and come against Israel, man. Okay. Also, the Carmenians raging in wrath. See, and that's what that red flag represents. The wrath of the Carmenians, man. The promise to revenge. Right. They're angry because they've been enduring this, bullying, from Israel for so long. And now these nations are finally at the point where they can, as scripture say, let the weak say I'm strong. They can fend for themselves now. They got the backing of a major military power, Russia, right? They got the finances, through China. So they're feeling mighty, right? Shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. And then the dragons shall have the upper hand, remembering their nature. And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. Who? Let's talking about Esau, man. Those gutter rats over there, man. This war isn't gonna go the way that, people think it's gonna go. It's gonna be, Israel is about to get annihilated. Okay. Then these shall be troubled, bled, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. Right. These different, conglomerate of nations in that region are all going to turn. Even those, who those over there that Israel, they think that, they have bought their way into being an ally with, because that's what Israel leverages, money and military might, But all of their allies in that region are going to turn, just like all of America's allies are going to turn on America. Okay. And at the end of the day, they're going to be obliterated. Okay. They're being drawn. They're pressing the issue and being drawn, and they're dragging America into absolute destruction. Okay. In every meaning and sense of the word. And with that, I give all praise and the glory to Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, Bashem Rakakodaswa, Abba Babal, and DTN.